Good evening, folks. Mark here, and I'm not in the fanmobile. I am in the E-Man fanmobile. Now, this is something I haven't done in a while, but this car belongs to my friend Emmanuel, and it is a manual. Haven't driven one of these. I think the last time I drove something with a manual transmission was when I took Nate Girding's B4 Passat wagon, the VR6 Volkswagen Passat wagon, for a spin at Fanimation, and I think that was like 2018 or something. And it actually works out pretty well because I had my friend Emmanuel, an E-Man fan, he bought this car, but he wasn't comfortable driving stick on the highway, and his mother can drive stick, but she doesn't drive on the highway at all. So he asked if I could help him out, and so I got to drive his. It was actually, I think it's his mother's car, but the Chevy Sonic that he's been using. I got to drive that down there to pick it up. It was about an hour away, and then got to drive this back, and it's a pretty cool car. I'm not sure what year it is. I want to say it's probably like a 19 or a 20 or something. It's not too old. It has like 38,000 miles, just turned 38,000 on the drive back. It has like 38,003 miles right now, and it's a nice, this thing's a rocket ship. It's quick. I like it. It was really crisp acceleration, and nice handling. I wouldn't mind one of these myself. I love my Forester, don't get me wrong. I like the space of it, but this is definitely a fun car to cruise around in. So just driving back now to Emmanuel's house, so I can, and then he's gonna give me a ride home because he picked me up, and then we're gonna head back. And so that's about it. Just wanted to do a little driving vlog here because I haven't I've owned a number of cars with a manual transmission over the years, just haven't had one in a while. I think my last car was my 2016 Nissan Versa, and geez, that thing was so slow it couldn't get out of its own way. But it did everything it was supposed to. But for a car in that price point, I can't really complain. But it was. I got rid of that when I got my Forester in January of 17, and this is a nice little car. I've driven it, probably for about an hour or so so far, and it's quite pleasant to drive. So far. The average fuel has been it's like 26.4 miles to the gallon, but I have no idea. It probably has sat there in the parking lot for quite a bit, or going around little test drives. I'm sure it gets a little better than that. Probably gets closer to 40 on the highway, I'm guessing. Maybe in the late 20s, early 30s around town. So they're probably just moving around a lot for the most part. It's kind of fun. I forgot how much I actually